Hello, everybody. I do not know if Levi is going to be able to join me or not, as he's traveling right now, but I wanted to hop online. I've got a new script I'm working on that is involves some voices. Hey, everybody, I would love some feedback on it, and I actually have Popo joining us because he's going to do some of the voices. I figure it'd be fun to read it live with him doing the voices the first time he's seen the script. So if Levi can jump on from where he's at, that would be awesome as well, but there's a decent chance he won't be able to. So I'm going to go ahead and share this real quick. A fan versus skit? Jeremy Sandock, can you elaborate what you mean by that? Because I do not know what you mean by a fan versus script. Like a villain support fan versus somebody? Or having fans write scripts? Hey, Jakester. Fox Dark, Dakota Diamond. I'm missing people. Catherine Henderson. Jeremy. Dan versus. Jeremy Sandock, who's Dan? Who do you mean Dan? It's probably something obvious, and I'm just missing the reference. Hey, Teddy. So I'm working on. I was trying to figure out like what would be a fun script. A show just called Dan. I'm unfortunately not familiar with it. Teddy, thank you so much. Hey, Screaming Dragon. So what am I gonna say? So we've got. I was thinking about like what would be a fun battle that includes Invincible, because Invincible's trending right now, especially the Thrag with what's going on with the last couple episodes this season. And I thought it'd be fun to be what if Beerus showed up at the Battle of Viltrum, which if you've seen Invincible, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, there might be some spoilers here, but episodes have been out for like 2 weeks now. So, so minor spoilers for Invincible, potentially. But I thought this would be a fun little gag. Hey, Zena. Dan versus it, a guy who gets wronged by the world and gets revenge. Yeah, I still don't know what I'll have to look up Dan versus White War. Oh, I know. Beerus would laugh at Thrag. I realize. Initially it was going to be Vegeta, and then I was thinking about it, and I'm like, Vegeta can't breathe in space. Thrag can hold his breath for like 2 weeks, right? Vegeta can't breathe in space. Vegeta, we have no evidence that Vegeta could live inside of the sun. If you know, later on in Invincible, there's some inside star stuff going on. So I thought, you know what? There's a decent enough argument to say that Vegeta couldn't necessarily beat Thrag. I think he could, but I want to be as generous, as honest as possible. So Beerus was a better option. Sonic the Hedgehog, Fox Dark, haven't done a lot of Sonic stuff, but we could. Nicholas Whiteway, we could definitely do a Doomslayer versus Every Hell. We could totally do that. That video did really, really well. I just need to figure out what other hells he could go to and how that would work. So what I'm waiting for is, and that's not for y'all to see. I was pretty sure that Papa Popo was going to jump on with us, since I don't think Levi can get there. Vegeta is not in it, Teddy Smith. Hey, Levi. Hey, Levi Markin, how you doing? Yeah, so I don't know if Levi's going to be able to join us tonight. He's traveling with his family right now. I don't know if I have approval to say where or why, so I'm not going to. But I don't believe that he's going to be able to join us. If he can, great, he'll hop on. If not, thanks, Foxstar. Appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. But if he can jump on, then I will. He's obviously more than welcome to to join us. Yeah, Levi, I figured that. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I'm trying to get Papa Popo to jump in, since he's going to be voicing Thrag and Beerus for the final video. It'd be fun to have him read those live. But I don't know if he's going to be able to get on. So if he doesn't, I'll go ahead and read it myself and do crappy voices. You guys have to deal with that. See, that's the thing. I don't know. I joked about Nappa fighting Omni-Man, but now that I've really dug into just what Viltrumites can do, I don't know that Saiyans would solo them the way that I thought they would. Like it's kind of, it's up there. It's closer to like the Goku versus Superman argument, where the more I look at it, the more I'm convinced that Superman would win in most cases. Hey, Dr. Ten, which I've always been a Goku wins that fight guy, but I'm less and less convinced as time goes on. Dr. Ten, it's going great. It's going good. Right, if it's villain support Nappa is overpowered. But yeah, what was in his stream of what's the Teddy Smith? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Hey, Colin Swigum, how's it going? Right, Nappa's Zenkai boost is insane because he's been this close to death over and over and over and over and over again. Getting mauled by Serby multiple times, etc. Dr. Ten, yes, I would love to do some more stuff with Imperial HR with Dolores. I know she's crazy busy, and it's been difficult to get a hold of her in terms of like planning. So I do have an update. I did talk to Fenrir, and he's trying to get his lines for the video we're doing that'll be on Villain Sports channel to me by the end of the week. I don't know. Yeah, Eli Neal, we do go live once in a while. More often when Levi's available, but I do go live once in a while myself. But so I gave Fenrir some lines for a video he's going to put out. I don't know when that drops. And then he's going to hit me lines for a video that he and I are doing. Popeye, so there's a lot of lore around Popeye. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, it's just a chair. What was I going to say? There's a lot of lore around Popeye. And some people think Popeye, is like Yamcha level at best. And others think Popeye is insanely overpowered because we don't really have we don't have a frame of reference for power scaling in the Popeye universe. He's just a regular guy who eats spinach, as far as I can tell. But I could be wrong. Can't hear you, sir. Oh, okay. He'll be on in just a moment. Popeye versus One Punch Man. I believe that Saitama wins that one. A new Hawaiian pattern, Xena? Okay, yeah, we could totally do that. Popeye gets plot armor and spinach. What's up, Kate? What? What? I'm live. What do you need? Just speak. Don't just stand there and look at me. What? What?
Brain short circuiting.
Okay. When your brain is done short circuiting, let me know. Popo, still can't hear you.
Where's my mom?
I don't know. Probably in the next half hour or so.
Okay.
Be patient. All right. Where did you get the stuffed Popo?
It's not stuffed.
Oh, I hear you now. Where did you get the headless, the decapitatable Popo?
Oh, my neighbor 3D printed it for me.
That's fantastic.
I got smaller ones too.
All right.
Like literally, they only come. They're only about this big.
All right. So
Maybe there.
this script, and have you been watching Invincible?
I've been seeing clips everywhere.
Okay. So this video is what if Beerus was at the Battle of Viltrum?
Okay.
And it explains why. Ursa Slow Hiker Club, I cannot do a Stone Cold Steve Austin impression. Maybe. I mean, I was saying what to my kid because she walked in and she went like this. Took a deep breath and didn't say anything. And I'm like, what?
Move the popo.
What?
Yeah.
What? I don't know. Irving, what if Homelander bullied the human identities of both Superman and All Might? Then just to get. Yeah. He would do that, and that would happen. Well, Dr. Ten, it's not over either. Invincible's not over either. I mean, this is like, it's just getting to the point where the universe has expanded out to be like the greater universe versus just like Earth focused stuff. I don't know enough about Astro Boy. I always hated Astro Boy when I was a kid because I thought it looked old. But all right. Well, no, I thought it'd be fun to have you pop on here and read the parts we're going to have you voice.
Yeah, just 1 second.
Because you haven't seen them yet anyways. Be fun to get your reaction to it also.
Okay, so let me pull something up here. I
Sure.
kind of remember what Thrag sounds like.
He's kind of got like just like a normal dude voice that's deep. It's almost your regular voice, like a little bit higher pitched.
It's with my normal voice, but just a little more pompous.
Yeah. Hey, Kyle Braden, how's it going?
So yeah, we got this.
Yeah.
Need to up my lighting.
Can you see the screen well enough?
Yes.
That's okay, because that's
And then go full screen.
as they say, that's as big as it gets.
Yeah. Took my wife how many years to figure that out?
All right. I'm going to go ahead and start up. So here we go. I'm not going to time this one because we're not really doing this at full speed, but
And I don't normally sit down to record lines either, but I'm actually gearing up to do a podcast after this.
Cool.
So.
One thing that we'll need is you probably need to talk a little bit faster than you normally do.
Oh god.
Just because this is a longer script, and so it's going to be more time constrained. What if Nappa thought Shenron could go Super Saiyan, but it's just Super Shenron? Nappa would think that.
Yeah.
It'd be fun. Brawley would be fun too, but Brawley wouldn't banter with Thrag. He would just destroy. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Here we go. Thrag, Nolan doesn't have a pet cat with him that he brings with him to fight. Are you talking about Battle Beast? He's not a pet.
No. This one is purple. He's yawning.
Oh, no.
Why, oh no? Are you afraid of this creature?
No, I'm just not too keen on a god of destruction casually visiting other realities.
God of destruction?
Don't engage. I need to make a quick call. Thrag's on hold.
What do you want, John?
Why are you at Viltrum?
This Thrag has issued a challenge.
He didn't even know you existed till you showed up today.
Comments on the internet indicate otherwise.
Comments on the internet? Hold on. I'm going to bring him onto a three-way call, see if we can figure this out. Try not to be an asshole.
I make no promises.
Boop. Callers Thrag and Beerus have joined the conference call. Beerus, Thrag, Beerus. Can we establish this is just a misunderstanding?
Misunderstanding or not, if he's here to help the coalition of planets destroy the Viltrumite race, I'll destroy him. That's exactly the energy I'd expect from you, Omni-Man Fan 69420.
He's 69,420.
Okay, you just want me to read it. Omni-Man Fan 69420. Why would you call me that? Is that not the alias you used to write? And I quote, Thrag would destroy Beerus, no diff, on the Villain Support Forum.
Beerus, Thrag doesn't even have forum access.
What is a forum? Covering for this coward is a bad look for you, John.
I'm not covering for anyone. Just trying to lower the temperature here.
I don't know who or what this Omni-Man Fan 69420 is, but I'm happy to prove them right.
Thrag, wait!
Oh, you're fast. Now stop dodging and fight me.
We hear a massive distant impact.
Oh, you're strong too. This might even be fun.
I might just grab like a DBZ battle sound for a minute. And
Eh,
over the battle sound goes, just hold on, both of you!
impressive. I haven't had to use my full strength in a long time. Prepare yourself, cat. John, I find the quality of warrior produced by this world sorely lacking.
Wait, Thrag, quick, just describe the most delicious Viltrumite meal there is.
Why?
Do it now!
Fine, it's utilitarian, simple. We have a universe to conquer. Flavor is distraction. Wrong answer.
Beerus, before you do anything drastic, this reality does have plenty of delicious foods elsewhere.
Too late. I've already made my final assessment. What? Why is your hand glowing?
Beerus, no!
Hawkeye.
Silence.
Where is Viltrum?
It's gone. Gone. Thrag.
I'll tear him apart! Goodbye, Omni-Man fan 69420. That is not my name!
We hear a massive impact. Thrag has left the conference call.
Time for a nap.
Beerus has left the conference call. Ring, ring. Villain support, this John. And then you have to do Omni-Man
What
too.
the fuck just happened?
So it's I missed a lot of comments. I'm sorry. I had it full screen so I could read this. I'm curious what you all think. I love the end of it with like you realize that Omni-Man and Invincible and everyone else and the whole coalition, they're all watching this happen. And Omni-Man is like, what the fuck just happened?
You wouldn't hear Popo do Vegeta's voice saying "my baby boy." The abridged or Sabbath, because the only one y'all ever get to hear me do is Sabbath on here. Apparently.
Right? Ursa Slow Hiker, do you want a bridge Vegeta or do you want like real Vegeta?
Because don't I send you both takes every time? You always
I
end
know.
up using Sabbath.
I want to make it clear that the character in most of our sketches is not a bridged Vegeta.
No.
They want a bridged Vegeta. They want to hear.
They
it
want
in
a bridge Vegeta. Okay.
Oh.
Give me 1 second.
Wait, that's not it. Damn it. Where's the... There it is.
It's the my baby boy. What have they done to you? You used to be beautiful. You had your mother's eyes. And that weird black man's eyes, too, now that I think about it. My God, he's fat.
Yeah,
I won't do it again, I promise.
You just get yelled at?
Yeah.
The kids are sleeping.
Says you're way too loud in there.
Yeah, we're not going to do any more yelling over at Popo's place. No, Melody of Darkness. He's got the voices spot on. What podcast are you doing?
Oh, the one with me and Derek.
Oh,
Start
well, if you
Weekly
ever want
podcast.
guests, I'd be happy to jump on. I'm sure Levi.
Yeah,
would be too.
we're building up a backlog, and we're going to start
Okay.
releasing, I think, in the fall. But yeah,
Cool.
we'll definitely reach out to get a guest spot on.
We're gonna start a podcast also, just because Levi and I have very different opinions on a lot of heroes and stuff and villains,
Mhm.
and so we're gonna talk about our different opinions, why we think that, etc. Like we saw. Are you watching Demons of the Shadow Realm?
TV is something I'm not too familiar with at the moment.
Gotcha. So it's the new anime on Crunchyroll
Okay.
from the original manga writer of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh, damn, I have to check it out then.
And so it's a different story, but a lot of the same humor, same art style. And I saw the first episode and I loved it. Levi did not. And
Well, I mean, I still remember sitting down and watching the first episode of Dan to Dan.
of Daima. Oh, no, of
Dan to Dan. Yeah,
And
when he showed it to us, and we're both me and Derek are just sitting there like,
and then
we have concerns. That's
what's his
fair.
name? What was his name? Archeowolf walked in right at the worst part.
At
And
the
he's like,
worst possible
what is
part.
this?
That's like, see, this is why everyone calls you daddy, because you always walk in at the worst possible thing moment.
So Levi Markin, I know you and Levi, I agree. Matthew Reilly, the anime I was talking about is Daemons of the Shadow Realm. It's Daemons. It's the new anime based on a different manga by the writer of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Is that the one where the protagonist has those two red and white haired Jin?
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen a clip.
Okay.
I'll have to watch.
The first episode, I thought it was awesome. A lot of people had issues with it. I still am confused as to why, but
Here's the thing: I don't typically go out there and read manga. I just watch the shows because I barely have time for TV. How much time am I going to have for reading?
No, I get it. People thought that so a lot of people thought that there were some aspects to the first episode. Raymond Dudley, he's not the new guy. This is Popo. He does a lot of our voices in a lot of our sketches. He does a lot of our male voices that Levi and I don't do. So he does Vegeta, he does Goku, he does Beerus, he does Darth Vader, etc. Levi is unavailable.
I've done Batman, I've done Joker, I've done you've had me be the announcer on 'Twas the Night Before Christmas at Villain Support. I've also been the Tick, Uncle Iroh. Trying to think of more of the more obscure ones I've done for you.
Levi's not available tonight. He's traveling with his family, and so I've got a script that I was working on that I'm going to have Popo Matt read for us, anyways. So I figured it'd be fun to have him come on and read the parts.
And an upcoming skit that we still haven't worked out the details. I'm gonna be Kronk.
Oh, I didn't know about that one, but cool.
No. I asked you is like because Krunk calls on Yzma's behalf because she takes like the wrong vial and she can't dial the phone.
I have not seen the Emperor's New Groove.
Oh.
So Levi Markin, I have kept up with the show also, and I have the exact opposite opinion. I think it's great. I really enjoy it. But to each their own.
Yeah, you know what I think is anime I've really taken to is the campfire cooking in another world with my overpowered skill. And the funny thing is that he gets summoned there to fight the Demon King. We're 2 seasons in. No Demon King has been mentioned past the first episode.
It'll show up. It'll show up when you've forgotten about it, and everyone's like, "What the hell's going on?" Yeah. Anyway, if you need to hop off to do your podcast, I totally get it.
Yep. I still got to finish setting it up, but I don't even know what Derek and I are going to talk about. I mean, the last time you'll get a kick out of this. We have one episode that's going to go up in autumn. The intro sequence is my son Cameron sitting in the chair instead of me. And then he's going to come and he's like, "Okay, Popo." So Popo. And then Cameron just goes, "Hi." And he goes, "Oh my God, Daima was real. Daima was real." And it comes, but he runs out of the room as I come in. "What are you doing in my chair?"
Have you seen the rest of Daima?
I have. I actually watched it all the way through.
What are your thoughts about it?
Aside from the initial issues I took with the first episode, because the whole first episode, it was longer because that's where they needed to retcon everything.
Right.
And with my getting past those issues and just watching it, I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too. What did you think about Super Saiyan 4 being canon in this universe, yet we never saw it again? Because this takes place between Z and Super.
Yeah, supposedly. From my understanding is that what a lot of people have said is that Super is supposed to be canon to DBZ Kai, and Daima can take place after regular Dragon Ball Z. And they're like, well, what about GT? What about GT?
Well, actually, so because his Dragon Ball Z actually goes past Super, because
Yeah.
there's a 10-year time gap.
I said what I've predicted
Takes
happens
place in that.
for all of these to take place like they do, because it's Dragon Ball Z, then there's Daima, then there's Super, and then supposedly GT. All of these take place like in that order. But I have said that in between each one of these, someone comes along, grabs the Dragon Balls, and tells Shenron to make everyone forget everything for no other apparent fucking reason.
Okay, Kyle Braden, I know that season 2 of Super is coming out. Are they remaking it instead?
There is a new version of Super coming out because they're doing the Galactic Patrol arc. They're doing that, but then they're going to release
With
Dragon
more
Ball
and
Z
everything, right?
Super Beerus.
Wait,
Which
Dragon
is
Ball Z Super Beerus?
It's a Dragon Ball Super Beerus, which is like Kai. It's a shortened down version. They're trimming the fat, cutting out all the filler, keeping it closer to the pace of the manga.
Gotcha. Okay. Who said uncle? Oh, we're not talking about that. That's not getting discussed on the stream. I know what you're referencing. Don't worry about it. If you don't know what you're referencing, don't worry about that either.
I still need to call you as like a Winnie the Pooh one day.
Just like call me on the phone, but be Winnie the Pooh.
No, like call into villain support.
Oh, yeah. We need to find. Hey, Big Ol' Kiwi. We need to find a way,
because that was the whole. You had that whole thing with Vader and the
Yeah.
voice box and the different voices, and I was like, I'm gonna call you as Winnie the Pooh.
we need to find a reason for Winnie the Pooh to call in as a villain. Like something happened. Something stupid.
It's Pooh prior to the Blood and Honey movie. It's the movie nobody saw, yet everyone still hated.
Wait, hold on. What happens in Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey? And they
kill
were all
they eat a bunch of their friends, and then they kill a bunch of people.
because they were only able to do it because Winnie the Pooh is what's the word when something's allowed to be used?
Oh, it was in the open was it public domain?
Yeah. Hey, Dustin Luke, thank you. Should Krillin join the supporters with Super Duster Buster? What are the supporters?
I think it's supposed to be you and Levi and
okay.
Nappa.
Super Duster Buster.
I think it's his move.
I don't know that reference. Dustin Luke, thank you for the thank
Do
you
they
for
mean
20 bucks.
scatter bullets?
That's awesome. So what is the impetus for Blood and Honey happening? I gotta read this.
Christopher Robin leaves 100 Acre Wood and doesn't return. And without him there, the animals eventually go feral.
Oh, he returns 100 Acre Wood 5 years after leaving for college. It was shot in 10 days.
I believe that.
And they even shot it in the forest, which served as the inspiration for the 100 Acre Wood, the Ashdown Forest of East Sussex.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be a nationwide one-night event, but a spike in online popularity expanded it to a major worldwide release. Overwhelming in negative reviews, one of the worst films ever made. Hold on. So years ago, Christopher Robin met and befriended anthropomorphic creatures. Not long after, he had to leave for college. With the coming of winter and his lack of food, the starved creatures ate Eeyore. Traumatized by their actions, others developed a hatred towards humans, including Christopher, because he left them, returned to their feral instincts, vowing never to speak again. 5 years later, Christopher, now an adult, returns to 100 Acre Wood, accompanied by his fiancée Mary, and finds the place deserted. At night, they're ambushed by Piglet, who kills Mary before he and Pooh drag Christopher into the woods. So it would just be Pooh calling in and being like, I ate him. I can't do that. I can't even begin to do the voice. I ate
What do you
him,
want me to
John.
do? I need him, John.
No, I ate him, John.
I ate him, John.
You ate who?
Eeyore.
What? Why?
Christopher Robin left a long time ago, and we were so hungry.
Pooh, Eeyore was your friend.
I know. I'm going to miss him.
I don't know where to go on this, but yeah, it could be that, or it could be him calling about having killed and eaten Christopher Robin with Piglet. Dustin Lute, joining Villain Support has to bring in the supporters. The Villain Support forgotten artifacts to clean up the multiverse flood. Oh, yeah. So, okay, the multiverse flood is in the next part of Stitch. I don't even know the details of that yet. Levi hasn't given them to me, so that he's the one writing that. So we'll find out what happens in the multiverse flood in the next part of Stitch, and I'll find out about that around the same time the rest of you do. Speaking of Winnie the Pooh and honey, there's this bee honey, but there are some bees that have. Yes, the psychedelic bees are in the Himalayas, so I don't know how we'd get those to England. I do know about that though. There's psychedelic bees in Nepal.
Just have Pooh call, because Christopher Robin, as an adult, went traveling the world and brought back some psychedelic honey from the Himalayas. I see dragons, John. What? Big fucking dragons. Pink one right there.
What are the fake creatures? Heffalumps?
The
And what else?
heffalumps. The woozles. There's a big fucking heffalump in my living room, John. It's staring at me.
Woozles, Jagulars, the Baxen, Gobloons, Woozle Whizzles, and Heffalumps.
It could just be one of those things where it's not even him calling as a villain. He just called you, and you're just like, who? Like Levi's like, who was it? That was Winnie the Pooh. What? Yeah, I think he's stoned.
We're gonna have to do that.
Just like a what the episode, like, what? There's a
If,
big fucking heffalump in my living room.
if we can get a decent script going, I think you and I and Levi could just improv it.
Oh yeah.
That would be fun. All right, when do you need to be on there for your podcast?
We're gonna get started here in just a second.
Okay, then I'll let you hop off. Thanks for jumping on.
Yeah.
I'll send you these lines so you can record them, and then this should come out later in the week. When do you think you'll be able to get these recorded?
Probably either Friday or Saturday.
Okay, cool. Then this will drop like Sunday or Monday.
Because I got to take my son to therapy tomorrow. So
Understood, man. All right. Well, have a good night.
bye everybody.
Say hi to Derek for me
I will.
later.
But
All right. So, for those of you who were around when we read the script, when he get that back to me, I'll go ahead and record that. It should be a lot of fun. And then I guess I'll get him. I'll get him lines for the Winnie the Pooh thing, or we'll just improvise it during a live stream one time. It probably wouldn't be great for an evening thing, because I know he has young kids and they go to sleep early. Kyle Braden, I'll stay on for a little bit. My wife's gonna be home in like probably 10 minutes with some food for everybody, and I'll hop off then. But I wanted to make sure we got a chance to go live. Doofenshmirtz versus Perry's new partner, Stitch the Blue Dog. That could be fun. Yeah, so I got a question for everyone. We never saw him get back up. You know, he's gonna be doing a podcast here. I am working on figuring out some sponsorships. I actually had the opportunity to join there's a company called Viral Collab that represents Madman Fenrir and a bunch of other creators. And I was talking to them, and I'm not sure that I'm super happy with their contract terms. It's pretty restrictive. And that was a concern that I had. And I haven't heard back from them on whether or not they're willing to modify any of them. But I've been learning about sponsorships and getting people to sponsor the channel. And I was curious if y'all have some favorite brands that you like that you'd love to see us get sponsored by, either just to promote or maybe like discount codes or both. No in Owaka. I don't know what Owaka is. What is No in Owaka, Levi Markin? Kyle Braden, like it's I don't know if North Forge does sponsorships. Without being, so when I say I'm talking about brands, I'm not talking about other YouTube channels. I'm talking about brands like one company that I'm going after is Manscaped, because I use some of their products for trimming facial hair and my head, like that. But the restrictions, like for example, there's a 90-day test period, and we both have the option to end it there. But if I do continue on with them, so Dr. Squatch soap is one I've thought about, but we also have a deal going on with Warped, and I want to make sure that Warped doesn't have an issue with it before we reach out to Dr. Squatch. NordVPN does promote a lot of creators. The question is that in line with our brand? Certainly you could argue it'd be easy to promote through villain support for sure. But so some of the restrictions are then if the 90-day thing happens and we're both good with it, then there's a year period and it's a contract. I can't do any of my own sponsorships. So like if I know that, like for example, you guys have seen us do Draw 20, the dice cards that we've promoted, we've helped them. Hey, Cody Jones. Like I would have to refer them to these guys to do, and they don't have the budget to do what would be like a big sponsorship. So I understand that with them. There's some other things that they'd be allowed to do on my behalf, but also there's no guarantee in there that they can bring me any brand deals at all. And if they don't, and I'm not happy with it, I have no option to cancel, and I have no option to go get brand deals or sponsorships myself. I have to just wait for the contract to end. And honestly, the skill that I would rather learn from myself. I would rather learn that skill myself and manage my own sponsorships and get those. Hey, Tim Weeks. And then if I put in like a really good effort on that and I still can't get it, then maybe it's time to talk to a brand about to talk to an agency about representing me or representing us. Hey, Richard B. Hansen, appreciate that. Hey, Tim Weeks. Levi Markin, I get that. There's a lot of soap companies that people have reactions to, which I'm not. Kyle Braden, any idea like what kind of look? That's a good point. What is LGS? Hey, Cody Jones, appreciate that. So yeah, the two brands that I'm looking at that I think we could really help right now are Manscaped and who was the other one? The other brand was, so I shop at a store called DXL. Stands for Destination XL. It's a big and tall men's store. I love their shirts. I love their shorts. It fits me really, really well. Better than any other brand's clothes do. Like outside of the stuff that I get from our store, fit me pretty well. And they're online. They're like their Instagram. They have 52,000 followers on Instagram, and their average post gets 100 views. They have 1,600 followers on TikTok, and I'm like, we could blow their social up because they're just doing old style like clothing model marketing, like having a husky guy in a shirt like doing model poses, and I'm like, that's not going to make me buy these shirts unless I go to the store and try it. The only reason I went is because a friend of mine had one of their shirts, and one of their brands has a 1XL size, which is like right between XL and double XL, and that's where I fit. Like double XL is too big for me. I swim in it, and XL is too tight and looks like I'm an overinflated balloon. But the 1XL size is perfect for me, and I think we could really help that brand. I'm also looking. Somebody recommended I reach out to Dude Wipes because that would be totally be a product that Napa would use. Ducannon. What is Ducannon? Oh, soap company. Duke Cannon. Gotcha. Is that soap also? Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah. I mean, I need to talk to Warped first. Yeah, Irving. If you get a chance to check it out, they fit great. They have stores all over the place. But yeah, no, Dude Wipes is a whole meme. It sure is. I gotta talk to Warped and make sure they don't have an issue with us working with other soap companies because they've got the Villain Support soap there. I don't remember the last time they made it, but they had it, and we moved a lot of them for them. But if not making it anymore, that just could be, dead in the water. Also, that wasn't a sponsorship. That was just a promotional code, and we drove a lot of traffic to it. But yeah, so I would really like to find some companies, well-known companies that want to sponsor us that we could really make a difference for in terms of like an awareness campaign. I don't want to necessarily drive sales for them. I just want to create awareness. There's some brands out there that don't have good online awareness that you would think that they do, but they don't. And like I was looking at Manscaped earlier, they've got hundreds of thousands of followers on like Instagram, for example, and they don't get a lot of views at all. 1,000, 2,000 views per post, and it's like you guys could really, really use some comedy content to drive those views up. I don't want anything to do with Hot Topic. I've had some bad experiences there, and I don't want to give them any money or drive any traffic to them. I didn't know Spencer still existed. My Cluck Hut. What is My Cluck Hut? Never heard of that. Is that just like a restaurant? What is this? Oh, candle soap. This is funny. Okay, so they have. So okay, that's another soap company. There's a lot of soap options. Lawrence, what Terminator stuff? The reason I say what Terminator, and in your mind, it might be duh. You know what Terminator stuff. There's so many ideas that we run past and go, that'd be fun, and never get to. I don't know what you're referencing. I'm sorry. Yeah, Desert Goat, I appreciate that. I think we really could. And like, here's the thing about sponsorships: if we can get them, if we can do them right, and get them to pay what they pay other influencers around the size of ours, we have 750,000 plus followers across all of our socials. If we can get deals that this size of following should be getting, that would be huge for us. I mean, we're talking, multiple thousands of dollars on these, and possibly like a recurring monthly or yearly promotion if it works for them. So, yeah, Levi, once you figure it out, that'd be cool. Xena, I don't know if they have any Cinemimic left. They still have their Black Friday sale up on their website. I don't know if they've even changed it. All they have right now are their regular soap, which is completely unflavored, what is the word? It's completely unscented, unflavored. Soap is not flavored. Soap is scented. Completely unscented. Then there's the Church of Fuckery Mini Commandments ones. Then there's, what does this stand for? It Smells Like a Christmas Tree with Cranberries and Wise Guys, which is frankincense and myrrh. It's a gold-colored bar. I don't know how accurate those current ones are. I need to get a hold of them. I have not heard from from Warped in a while. So, Crunchyroll would be. Here's what I love about Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll would be a dream sponsorship for me. Not like selling memberships or anything, but just doing awareness campaigns and helping them promote like the upcoming season of anime series. Doing calls with villains from well-known anticipated series would be so fun to do. And to have them be like, do a call with this villain. Here's what you can say. Here's what you can't say, etc. And just give us a guide and let us just go nuts. Would be super, super fun. Irving, I don't know Ed, and Eddie at all. I'm in the age group that Ed, and Eddie came out as like the second or third tier of Nicktoons. You know how they did like, they started with like Doug and Rugrats and Ren and Stimpy were the only Nicktoons for the longest time. And then later on, they added Rocko's Modern Life and they added Ed, and Eddie. And that was a second or third tier one. And I was like 14. And I hated Ed, and Eddie. I didn't find it funny. I didn't like it. It would turn on and I would turn that off immediately. But because it wasn't the show I grew up with, I didn't like it. So Levi knows that show, and I know he enjoyed it. And I've never given it a chance, and I'm not going to watch it now. But Levi could do Ferengi versus Ed, and Eddie for sure, or Scammed By, because that would totally track. Edible soap would be hilarious. Yes. Would it cause bubbles on the way out? Tech brands would be great. I would love to get like Soundcore as a sponsorship. The issue with companies that have a huge presence on TikTok Shop is that's all they want to do. They look at that and they go, we have no spend. All we have to do is promote our deals on TikTok Shop, and this army of influencers will promote it for us. And the ones that do good, we can throw some ad money onto, and the ones that don't, it's free advertising for us. And if they get a sale, cool, we give them a commission. It's a great deal for the brands, and it's a crap deal for influencers and content creators who can't hit it big on TikTok Shop. Yes, some people are making a killing on TikTok Shop, but every time we do a TikTok Shop video, our views just tank, and I don't want that to happen. Nicholas Whiteway, we don't do SCP, so we couldn't do that one. Hey, Nathan Gibbs. But yeah, so there's a lot of opportunities. So my wife just got back with food for everybody. That would be fun too, Rust Beaters Derelicts. We might start a new channel in the Discord that'll be specifically people can recommend brands they like to see us try to get sponsorships from, so that we can target brands that we know our fans want to see. And that's one thing that's one huge thing when you're getting sponsorships, is that the brand knows that your fans want you to get that, right? Instead of just saying like, hey, we're content creators and our following is mostly like 75 to 80% male, not complete, it skews male and it skews like 25 to 45. And those people, etc. But that describes how many other content creators, how many other influencers, right? But if you can say, like, my fans in our Discord, our fans in our Discord said that they want us to promote your product. They want to see this. And we wouldn't be just doing like a video and be like, this video is sponsored, blah, blah, blah. We would build a whole comedy sketch around your product. It would be the featured thing in the sketch. We would say it's sponsored in the description, but the whole video would be about how we use it in our fake lives and promoting it to other people. They could use it in their real lives. Stuff like that versus I hate the spam people that come in on Twitch is what it's called. Pro pranksters, whatever. And see, that's the other thing, Russ Beaters, is, and I'm actually in the middle of taking like a sponsorship workshop this week. I've been taking it during the day, and a lot of comedy creators in particular have a really hard time getting sponsored over people who are in a niche. So you look at the car YouTube guys, they've got a niche, right? They've got followers who like cars watching their videos. So it makes sense for a car brand to go find them when they're much smaller than we are and say, hey, we want you to promote our product, whether it's, our synthetic oil, our steering wheel covers, our seats, our window tint, our this, our that. And it's so much easier for them to get sponsorships because they've already got the audience, the brand knows, buys their stuff, watching their videos. We make ha-has, we make funny videos, and that's not a niche. And superheroes and villains are too broad. So we need to give them a compelling reason why what we can do is good for their brand versus what we do is good for their brand. That's the struggle with comedy stuff. So, but we'll get there. Anyway, I'm going to go eat my dinner. Everyone, thanks for jumping on. It was great seeing y'all. I'll try to go live again before Levi gets back, but I'm not going to promise it just because I'm still getting used to being live alone. It's not something I'm used to doing improv where I can talk to someone back and forth and they respond to me versus just being my voice. Nelson Woodard, happy birthday. Happy 39th birthday on the 26th. But I am going to have to hop off now, everyone. Have a great night, and we'll see you soon.